7 miles beneath the surface, the pressure is strong enough to crush a submarine like a soda can. Nothing should be alive down there. So when scientists lowered a camera into the deepest place on Earth, they did not expect something to look back. This is the Mariana Trench. 11,000 meters straight down, so deep you could sink Mount Everest into it and still have a mile of water left on top. Sunlight dies after the first kilometre. Everything past that is the midnight zone. Total, permanent darkness. As the camera drops, the water temperature falls to near freezing, and the pressure climbs to over 1,000 times what you feel right now. But here's what nobody expected. It's full of life. At depths that should be a dead, empty void. The camera caught translucent creatures with no eyes, fish made of jelly that would dissolve if you brought them to the surface, and amphipods the size of your forearm, when the same animal in shallow water is the size of a fingernail. They call it deep-sea gigantism, and scientists still can't fully explain why it happens. Then there's the light. In a place with no sun, almost everything down here makes its own. Pinpricks of blue and green drift past the lens, not stars, but living animals signaling in the dark. Some use it to lure prey, some to find a mate they may only meet once in a lifetime, and some flash it as a warning. I am not alone down here. At the very bottom, in the Challenger Deep, the camera reached a place only a handful of humans have ever seen, fewer than have stood on the moon. And it found a small pale fish, calmly swimming under a weight that would flatten steel. The deepest living fish ever recorded. It wasn't struggling. It wasn't lost. It was home. This was its world. And we were the intruders. Here's the part that should unsettle you. We have mapped the surface of Mars in more detail than the floor of our own ocean. More than 80% of it has never been seen by human eyes. Which means the strangest thing the camera found wasn't a creature. It was the realization of how much is still down there in the dark. Waiting. Unrecorded. Subscribe before the next descent. The Midnight Zone isn't done with the deep yet.